Hey guys, happy Sunday. We're doing some Bath & Body Works candle reviews today, so you're gonna get two. The first one here is for the sweet cranberry pie, and I think you can see in the background there that I have the Mary Madeline cookie ready to review as well. So she'll be in the next video, but right now let's focus on this guy over here. So sweet cranberry pie. I was so excited about this one because I happen to love cranberry scents. I love cranberry in the fall. I love it during the holiday time. I think it's just such like a quintessential perfect holiday fruit scent. And this one does not disappoint, you guys. I'm really loving this candle. So there's a little spoiler for you. I'm just gonna show you how far I am into the candle so that you know that I've put a decent dent in it and can give you guys some pretty much almost final thoughts, because you can see I only have about a quarter of the wax left. If you are curious about this little wreath here, I actually didn't make this. I'm a florist, so I totally know how to do stuff like this, but I'm having kind of a lazy year. This was, I think, $4.99 at Trader Joe's. These are such cute little wreaths. I do have a little dish in here, and I'm very careful to keep the greenery away from the flame. So if you do something like this, definitely make sure that you protect the greenery from your flames. There is my disclaimer for you. But I do like the way that looks. It kind of reminds me of the Advent things that we had when I was growing up in Germany, the Advent candles. Ours always came in a beautiful wreath, and then, you know, obviously we would light individual candles and do our fun little German Advent thing. Anyway, okay, I was so excited about this candle because my friend Kevin over at In-N-L on Instagram shared this, and if he likes something, typically it's very likely that I will enjoy it as well. So I took Kevin's word and I placed an order. If you missed the haul video yesterday, I'll link it down below. Placed an order for a few of the newer holiday scents, and they showed up, and I was really actually impressed. For the most part, there was one that I didn't really care for, but we'll see how that one goes. But this one, as soon as I stuck my nose in it, I was like, yes, this is it. I love this scent. I love cranberries in the fall. I love cranberries during the holiday. There's such a wonderful quintessential like holiday fruit note. And this one is done so well, you guys. I saw a lot of comparisons originally where people were mentioning that this was basically just the blueberry pie candle, but to my nose, this doesn't have the blueberry note. This is definitely a different fruit. This smells like cranberry to my nose. We'll talk about the scent description here in a second, but this is really, really well done. Now I can see where some of the comparisons are coming from, because I do think that the like crust note that they used in here is probably the same formulation or crust note that they have used in that blueberry pie candle. So I can see the comparison there. But I do think that this is a newer scent. Not newer, it's new. This is new. At least it is to my nose. So let's talk about the scent description here, and then I'll tell you guys how this bad boy has been burning. So the notes here read tart cranberries, brown sugar, chopped walnuts, and flaky pie crust. So definitely it's tart cranberries, you guys. I was trying to think of like what other cranberry scent I could compare this to, and I feel like it has the same type of tartness that the Yankee Candle Cranberry Chutney has. And if you've been with me for a while, you know that one of my favorite scents from Yankee is definitely the Cranberry Chutney. I have enjoyed that one since I can tell you the year. It was 1997. That was the first time that I bought it. I was just fresh out of high school. I was working at the mall for a year before going away to college to earn some money, and a customer who had purchased from me rather frequently in the store that I was working in came in with a Yankee Candle bag, and I could smell the cranberry chutney like wafting out of the bag. And I was like, what is that smell? I have to have it. So on my break, I went down to Yankee Candle, and at the time I actually got a little discount because I was a mall employee, and I bought my very first Yankee Candle cranberry chutney. I've loved it ever since. And that tart cranberry note is the same type of tart cranberry that you are getting here, I feel like. The candles are certainly not dupes for each other, so I don't want to imply that, but it's, if you smelled cranberry chutney and you know that tart cranberry note, that is the same one that you're getting here. It's definitely, this is also a sweet scent. It's not cloying though. You'll definitely get that like sugar, but it's not something that makes you like gag or is like kind of headache inducing. Some scents, like a lot of caramel scents, are just way too much for me. And you guys know I love gourmand. I love anything that smells like food or sweets or cookies or pies or whatever. But sometimes certain things can be a little bit too much. I feel like this is well done. In terms of that crust note, well, here, let's talk about these walnuts. I don't know that I get much nuttiness from this. I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's not something that stands out to my nose at all, but you know, I don't have the most refined nose either, I don't think. But let's talk about this flaky pie crust, because I think that this is where people are drawing the comparisons to the blueberry pie candle from. I think that the oil that they used for that crust note here is the very same one that they did use for the blueberry pie. And I think that's where those comparisons are coming from, because this to me is not the blueberry pie candle repackaged. This is definitely cranberry, and it's different and it's new, and I really, really like it. This is a solid crust note that I wish Harry Slatkin would have put into his, a lot of his like apple pie or apple pumpkin pie scents that he put out this year. I think that if you're going to create a pie scent, it has to have that crust note. And what's great about this one is it absolutely has it. And it's beautiful. I love it. It smells like an actual pie. I think that the name of this is just so spot on for what you're smelling. And it's really beautiful. So I'm going to give Bath & Body Works some mad props, because I haven't done that a whole lot this year. So where credit is due, I will happily give it. And this one is fantastic. I love it. The strength and the throw are actually also quite impressive. I would put this at like a solid like 7 for strength and a solid 7 for throw as well. It gets a little bit lost in my kitchen, but this is also a place where like I have to have stronger candles in here because the airflow isn't quite as good. But when I had this in my entryway, it filled almost the entire house, you guys. It was so beautiful. And I think I might actually stick this back out in the hallway. It's so fantastic. By the way, this pairs, oh my gosh, this pairs perfectly with Nest spiced orange and clove. If you have a spiced orange and clove, bust it out and burn it next to this. You will have the perfect like holiday vibe going on in your house. So good. So yeah, strength and throw, fantastic. Even here in the kitchen where it's kind of a dead space for me, I don't know why I burn in here. I think it's just because I'm in here a lot, and when I'm around the candles, I can definitely smell them, but they don't travel, you know, most of them don't travel a whole lot past the kitchen area here. But this one is, it's beautiful, you guys. I wish that I could stop saying that. I think you should try it, is what I'm trying to say. But let's talk about one of the most important things, which is the actual burn here, which, I mean, I gotta tell ya, she's almost done. I have no soot. None over here, none over here. She's obviously not pulled out, I guess I should say. I just lit this about 10 minutes before starting the video. So I will say they are a little bit slower to pull out. The same goes for this guy over here. So do prepare for that. But once it does, it gets a really nice, decent wax pool. And it's great. Like, I feel like I don't have to babysit this candle. In terms of the wicks, I do trim them. Obviously not for the first burn, but subsequent burns, I just nip off the little mushroom tops. These are the wicks that they're kind of, I would say they're more generic ones where you get a little bit of a mushroom top. They definitely stay decently long, but as you go further down the candle, it doesn't turn into puny wick syndrome, but they do get shorter as you go, I've noticed. So for example, when I lit this for this burn right here, I didn't even have to trim the wicks. Like, the mushroom tops kind of stopped forming, I would say, after just about the halfway point. So I'm not trimming the wicks at all now. I feel like I'm still getting a decent flame. I mean, I think this is gonna burn just fine going down, and it gets the wax pool and the job done, so that's good. But yeah, I don't know that I love these wicks, but I think they're working for the candles. So they obviously made the right decision here. So, but yeah, those are my thoughts, you guys. I really like this one. I think it's totally worth checking out. I think it's a safe bet if you like cranberry scents. If you have spiced orange and clove from Nest, I think you need to try this one with it, because you'll be in like a holiday fruit heaven. Just telling you. All right, you guys, I think that pretty much wraps it up for this one. Obviously, it's 2 thumbs up for me. If I make it to the candle sale this weekend, maybe I'll grab a couple more, but honestly, I don't really like shopping in store right now. I could buy online. I definitely have some more coupons that I can use, but I don't know. I'm also just doing so good with not hoarding right now, so I should probably just kind of stick with that and just hope that this one comes back next year. I'm certainly going to go through a few of these this holiday season, and then the ones that I have left over, I'll just save for next fall and holiday season, and hopefully, fingers crossed, she'll come back. So let me know if you've picked up sweet cranberry pie and what your thoughts are down below. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Stay tuned for the Mary Madeline cookie, which is coming up next in a few hours. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.